They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Get the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Check, move the team. Mike is 59, Mike is 59. Come on, D.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Mike's 59. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Quick edge.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The pass there complete to Sutton. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's right. Screen 80. Go. 40. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. I'll go special. Screen 80.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy. They kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They're going with Lindsey. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th.
Here we go.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Wide, get wide. Watch it. Four down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was... swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. Got it. Shoot.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Friday.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Check 50. He's coming.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll drop the throw, and he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full speed.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A big 30-yard play on third. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. There's a party now. There's a party now.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Philip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now back to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
I'm here all day. 19.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
You ain't doing nothing today. Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Hayward. 59 mark.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The 20. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll go again with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. 59. 14. Check 59. I'm coming. Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Now Gordon on first down. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Marr is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now it's Lindsey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Good luck.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Tyus Bowser able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for right. He's got a man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that's complete to Sanders. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Second down and inches. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. And these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Denver has the first down to play going for 15 yards.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
53, check 53. No.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the one. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now a carry for Lindsey. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He may try and run for this. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
On first down, Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensive with nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
I can't believe they let you play. Let you play.
On third down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Wilson, flushed out right. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept that.